Alright, guys and gals, welcome back. My name is DeathRaye, and I am recording episode 6 of Empyrion. So, in the last 5 episodes, um, just basic general get up, landed, um, did some adjustments and stuff to the makeshift base that um, all the planets start out with. When you're on a starter planet, you get this base you can uh, basically go to and utilize in the very beginning. So it gives you most of the basics, gives you something to work with, which is awesome, especially early games. So, excuse me. So did that, went in here, made some adjustments, added the farm outside because one of the changes they made was you do not need grow lights on the outside when you have the sun. So on the Akua starting planet, you've got sun, you have oxygen, so I have an outside garden. And while I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and pick it. I guess those aren't ready. Those aren't ready. That's not ready. Okay, so the wheat, the fiber weren't ready yet. Put them in the fridge and save them for later. Okay, so as I was saying, so the first 5 have been just basically getting up and started. A couple of places I've raided. There's a couple of villages that are close. Got that village and that village. I raided those, which is pretty simple. And then I raided in the last episode the abandoned mine. So went through there, grabbed what I could, um, took it over, put a core in for me. The reason why I do that is because it then turns green and I know that is 100% done and I don't ever have to worry about it again. Normally I play with a group, so that helps to let the rest of the faction know as well that that has been done and gone through, so they can see a green and they know, all right, that's not that big of a deal. Um, there was supposedly a feature in 6.0. They talked about bases or points of interest regenerating. Now, I'm not really totally sure I know what that means, and I've meant to go back and actually reread it and see if I can figure out why or what they mean by that. But in the process, I have basically left the 2 villages alone because I want to see at some point in time if they will regenerate. If the containers load themselves back up, if the spawners respawn and start, because each one of the villages had dog spawners, or what we call dogs, um, and see if they come back. Because I'm really curious as if that's the case. Because if it is, that's an argument as to leave some of these points of interest, like the abandoned mine, um, intact as far as to a point, so that they can regenerate and you can go back through and do them again. Um, Now, in a solo game, that's really not necessary because one person to do all this, I mean, there's gonna be way more than what they need. But in a multiplayer game, I could see where that could very well be a benefit. Um, you run this planet, then you jump off this planet, go to a next one, and while you're gone, I could see this one, you know, kind of repairing itself, so you could come back to it and do it over again, or recycle it. So, yeah, so I can see that as an advantage. Um, what I basically want to do, I think today, is hit these crashed Titan parts. Okay, there's the back part right there, get the mid part, and then the front part right there. So the best choice would probably be the back part, because I think it is going into the sun as we speak, so that will give me daylight to work with. I shouldn't need a whole lot in terms of, let's see, I've got 25 drill charges, that should be enough. Inside the ship I should have some mines left over just in case. I've got some. Okay, so I've got supplies to work with. That's good. Okay. Oops, did not mean to do that. I was supposed to. There we go. Alright, so this stuff really doesn't need to be in there. Alright, when did I not empty that? That's funny. Okay. So let's... Okay, that goes in there. That, that. Go in there. That goes in there. We'll go ahead and put those in there. Water goes in there. See the guns. Let's see. That. Those are upgrade kits. They go in there. Alright. So let's do this. So I guess, like I said, this one should probably be what I want to go to first. So, up the wall, come on, up the wall. of range. Come on. Well, good that those are friendly raptors. Where's the other one? Right there. Oh, shit. What the hell? Come on, flip. There we go. Now, what I want to do is try to find a safe spot, because there will be another drone or two that will pop up, so I need to get... Alright, well, I guess that'd be a good spot. And already a drone. Alright, come here. You're hiding. I need you not hiding. Much better. Okay. Now, I'll be perfectly honest in saying I do not, in any form or way, remember where the hell the core is in this thing. a freaking clue. Let's see. If I had to guess, I'm gonna remember it being somewhere around this thing right here. I don't think it's up. I think it's down here. If I remember correctly. Let's see. There was a way in here. Oh, and there it is right there. Didn't have to go very far for that, did I? Still a bug. When you first turn it on, it not wanting. Oh, and company. So let's drop out of that. That's a new sound. What freaking sound was that? Oh, another one. Okay, so I need that, what the hell? Alright, so here is a little bit. Wouldn't call it a trick. It's not really a trick. Alright, so what's gonna happen is I'm building a core, a personal core. I've already taken the core out of this one, okay? And what that's going to allow me to do is put in the core, and I need to try to hide it. So I'm going to put it right there, okay? Now what that does is I can now claim it either as private for myself or as, like I always do, put it to factions so everybody can see it and see what it's doing. Turn the power on or off. And now you have access to the whole ship. That includes devices. Now this makes it really easy to go through and do that. Okay, so I could actually sit right here. take all the parts that can be useful for the mobile constructor and put them in the mobile constructor. And again, that gives us room to put more stuff in here. Missed that. Dark. Alright, why does that look damaged? It is. I'm missing a piece. A couple of pieces. Oh yeah, I remember getting shot at. That's right. I'd forgotten about that. I did some off-camera stuff and came across one of the points of interest that decided it didn't like me. Which doesn't surprise me, but yeah, it started shooting at me. I'd forgotten that I'd taken a few hits, so I need to go and repair that at some point in time and get it back to what it's supposed to look like. But as of right now, it doesn't really matter. We're good to go. So, let's see, what was I doing? Okay, we were finishing. Cargo. And that makes it the easiest to get the cargo out of their stuff. And then you can see there's other things that you can very easily get in here, and you can grab all the thrusters, the RCS, the lights, the doors, the cores, of course, is what you put in there. But you can actually go through and salvage all this stuff, and then even the steel. You can salvage the steel if you wanted to. So you have that option. Now I'm not going to salvage anything as off of the here yet. We'll get to that at some other point in time. We'll come back and get that done, because I will probably need some of it to do some stuff like the capital ship. I'll need to do it for the capital ship. I do need to build an SV, a small ship here pretty soon. And one of the next couple of series. But for right now, I think I'm going to make this a short one. The next one I do, I will hit the other two pieces. So you can see all three of them, and then we'll be good to go. By that time, I'm pretty sure I'll come close to a point of getting the small ship up and running. Where's the base? There it is. And from that point, then I'll hit space and we'll hit the moon, get some very needed materials from there, and work our way from there. So for right now, I bid you adieu. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or any comments, as always, please leave them in the comments section below. And hit the like button if you want to see more. I would appreciate it. I would love to show you more, and I hope that you have enjoyed what I've done so far. As always, and I've said this before, I am new to the whole recording part of it. I'm used to streaming, which of course, when they come in to watch your stream, there's instant feedback, so I don't really talk to myself. I always feel a little weird doing that, so as I get used to it, I think I'll get better at it, and of course the content will probably get a little bit better as we go, and then again, any comments or suggestions from y'all will also make it better, so please do so, and I will catch y'all next time. Thanks.